Soul rising, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am your chakra priestess here to do a chakra analysis, intuitive reading on Kandi, Buruss, Tucker, and Carlos King, and see what is the beef. Okay, what is the underlying beef energetically? Okay, so without further ado, before I get into it, please keep in mind that all readings are for entertainment purposes only, due to everything is not set in stone because of free will, and if it doesn't apply, let it fly. And also, if you want to book a reading on me, go ahead and book on the website www.honeysoulchildbottega.com. okay, and the QR code will be at the end of the screen, or it just may appear anytime during the video. So let's go ahead and get into the reading now. First off, let me ask the energy, what is Kandi's state? What is Kandi's energy looking like? Perfection. Okay, she is rooted in perfection because this is a root chakra card. She is rooted in perfection. I also see blue up in here, so that's a throat chakra aspect. Okay, and for Carlos King, what is Carlos King's energy looking like? Destiny. We have destiny with the crown chakra card for Carlos King. However, there is some trickery that is at the bottom of the deck, and that's at a heart-centered standpoint, because the green color represents the heart chakra. So let's clarify it. Dang, hold on now. Let's see what that says. Too big for your britches. Arrogance, vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty, modest, needed. Okay, I'm gonna slide that to the side. Okay, for Kandi, what is, clarify the perfection card for Kandi. Man, that's too many, yo. That's too many. Let's see what it says anyway. Holler when it comes to communication. 3 sheets to the wind, blowing off steam, lipstick on a pig, denial, cover up. Okay. Clarify the perfection card for Kandi. Clarify the card for Kandi. Okay, here we go. Swinging on the front porch. So there are good times, cozy feeling, need to slow down, be in nature, thankfulness. Okay. So more so reflecting as an individual standpoint. Okay, what is clarify Carlos King's destiny card? Clarify the destiny card for Carlos King. Come to Jesus. I felt like the divine intervention card was coming up because this is a crown chakra card. Okay, so there's a need for a come to Jesus with truthful communication, integrity, divine intervention, surrender, and reconciliation. So there is a need for divine intervention. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the deck, there is happiness, everyday magic, childhood, simple pleasures, wonder, secret wish. Okay, interesting. Catching light bulbs. There's positivity. Seeing the brighter things. Okay. Now, let's figure out the blockages. Okay. What could be blocking Kandi when it comes to Carlos King? What could be blocking Kandi? repeating patterns. Repeating patterns of behavior are not being addressed. Form new behaviors by getting rid of repetitive behaviors. There's a need to look inward, examine what triggers those behavior, uncover underlying causes, and resolve them at the root level. And she does have a root chakra card. So, interesting. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have mental health. An ongoing level of sadness is making it difficult to get ahead. She needs to care for her mind, because mental health is a journey that is different for everyone, and there's no one-size-fits-all approach. And she needs to be kind to herself, keep her goals in sight, and seek help if needed. Okay. Now, behind the repetitive behavior is not big enough risk. She needs to take bigger risks. And then, far as like the card in front of the repetitive patterns in the deck, we have half-hearted effort. When she does not feel like she needs to give it her all, it'll be stuck in mediocrity. She needs to give it her all, her full undivided attention. Okay, so for Carlos King, let's see. What are the blockages for Carlos King when it comes to Kandi? Dang, that was quick. Relying on luck. So he's counting on luck for his success instead of making his own luck. And luck doesn't decide. Trusting in luck to bring you success means that he is not coordinating with his efforts in such a way that can achieve them. And remember, luck favors those who are prepared. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the deck, we have lack of knowledge. And he's still learning. He's still in the learning process and needs more knowledge to advance. And this is in regards to Kandi, the beef between him and Kandi. So he needs to take time to learn. When he expands his knowledge and have the power to achieve many things, find areas of his life where he lacks knowledge or identify a skill that he would like to improve to begin the learning journey. It's almost like missing cues per se, to a certain degree. Now, the card behind the relying on luck is fear of losing control by trying to control the outcomes in all aspects of his life. So he needs to loosen the grip. And in front of the relying on luck is to organize his space. Chaos around him also creates chaos in his head. So he needs to take a step back and declutter. Okay. The shadow side of each individual. Let's see. What could be Kandi's shadow side that she needs to address? What shadow side does Kandi need to address or could address? Unaware shadow. Blindly living without considering reality, being oblivious, unobservant, blind spot. Let go of filters that color your perception and unveil your false reality. Live life. Don't go through it blindly. And then we got trickeries. We got another trickery card. Abusing their power and manipulative others. Double deal, scammer, deceitful. Ensure you're using your power responsibly. Remember, when harming others, you end up harming yourself. That's at the bottom of the deck. For Carlos King, what is the shadow side that could be addressed for Carlos? We have entitled shadow. You owe me attitude. Self-centered, unrealistic expectation. So he needs to learn how to stop expecting others to give him things that he can do for himself, and he will accomplish so much more. And that's probably why he relies on luck. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the deck, we have the taker shadow. takes more than give. Opportunities go digger exploit. So when he gives selflessly of himself and sends positive vibrations out, and his generosity will get returned. So whatever you put out is what you'll receive. So if you're giving out entitlement energy, then of course it's gonna lead to people not wanting to deal with you in that aspect. Okay, so that is what is going on with Kandi and Carlos King from an individual standpoint. Now I just want to pull 3 cards. What is the tea between the two? We got forcers. So forces things on you, forces their way in, uses force to get what they want. So there's a sense of someone is forcing it, like too hard. What else? What else could the beef rely in? What's the tea? I'm gonna get one more card. Okay. The other card is bad karma and running. So, all right. So it seems like, it looks like this is a man's hand here. So it may be him forcing it upon Kandi, which is like bad karma, which possibly leaves her to run away. Okay. It's possible. Okay. Again, this is all alleged now. In the bottom of the deck, it says in their head, overthinking, stress, and overanalyzing. So with this activity happening, it is leading towards the person being all up in their head. Okay. So I'm going to put those to the side as well. And we are going to get into the chakra analysis of the reading. Okay. I hope y'all can, let me scribe that down. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and break it down with the chakra analysis on an energetic standpoint between Kandi Buruss Tucker and Carlos King. At the root, we have, in regards to the safety, security, the foundational standpoint, we have the World card as well as the Death card. And the World card is basically the wild card in this particular deck. And the Death card is with the crown chakra. Okay. So there's a sense of release and then renew. Release and renew. Okay. Yeah, there's a sense of release and renew. Alright. Far as the sacral, we have the 6 of coins. This is a third eye chakra card. The 9 of cups in the solar plexus region. And this is a sacral chakra card with some root chakra essence in it because of the imagery. It has mostly red in it. Then we have the King of Wands at the heart of it all. That is associated with the crown chakra. And the throat chakra, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And then, which is a third eye chakra card. In the third eye chakra realm, we have the 7 of cups, and it's in alignment. Well, no, it's not in alignment. I'm sorry. We have the 7 of cups in reverse. And that's a crown chakra card. And then lastly, in the crown chakra region, we have a solar plexus chakra. That is the 3 of wands. Okay. So right off the bat, just based on viewing their spread as as on the analysis portion, I do not see any root chakra cards besides the root chakra card that Kandi has showing up for herself. Ironically, she is a Taurus. Taurus is associated with the root chakra. So to a certain degree, she is in alignment. However, with perfection, when it comes to perfection, it can cause you to overthink sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. Because you want everything right. You want to have all the knowledge you want, and so you could be able to go for it instead of just, you know, taking the risk. So with the perfection card for Kandi, even though she's in alignment, it indicates protection and an inner conflict between wanting to look good and having compassion for others. Remain kind and unattached to an outcome. Being right and letting others know that you are right may not support the understanding you desire. Okay? So to that instance, in Kandi's aspect with this perfection card, there is you know, she likes to keep her reputation intact, you know, and she doesn't want to be tainted in no way, shape, or form because of the deals and the negotiation that she goes under when it comes to generating income. And then from the destiny standpoint, with Carlos King, with that being at the crown chakra card, that is basically talking about the duality. Black is the shade that demands to be taken seriously as it absorbs all the colors. Black emits the warm, powerful energy of the protector. Unlike black, white is isolated. Together they balance to create. He will be guided by his angels to do what is best for him and all concerned. So it sounds like somebody is reaching out to him. And I'll pull out a messages from the spirit card. On that note, let me do that now before I get into the analysis with that. So so what is spirit wanting to tell Carlos right now, besides what has been presented to him with the come to Jesus moment? All right. There's a sense to trust. So while your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be the one that you are considering safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on a boundless opportunity and so much more. And intuitive nudges. Intuition is the language of the soul. We are all born aware with a profound sense of inner knowing. Intuition is one of the greatest gifts that we possess, which keeps us connected to our higher selves and the universe, to our divine spirit. And then serenity at the bottom. The most important relationship you can have is with yourself. It is a time to honor, nurture, and love yourself more by seeking out and removing any negative feelings and emotions that are left over from yesterday. Don't let past issues and resentment interfere with your serenity today. So there is and that explains why the Forcer card is coming out with the bad karma and leaving possibly Kandi to run away from him, because he's basically testing his luck. He feels entitled to a certain degree, and there's a lack of knowledge, and there's a need to take time to learn, and which leads him to be in this what it could be Kandi in this energy too, overthinking and stress and overanalyzing, because she has this perfectionist card as well. So like I said, it can go either both sides, but let's go ahead now and get into the analysis. So with the root, we got 2 faded cards, yo. 2 faded cards. One is in the mastery level, and the other one is in the living level. So with the death card, that is in the living level. So there, so when it comes to Kandi and Carlos, there is no need to live in the heaviness that lacks of uncertainty brings. When we let go of terminal vagueness, there awaits the clarity of internal peace. This is dealing with higher self, ending illnesses, universal understanding, and completion, which, okay, that follows through with the world card that comes out, because the world card is basically the fool. It has basically mastered everything that he or she has endured on the journey, in their self-discovery journey. So with the world card that is in the mastery portion, it is indicating that the world brings the energy to us in stillness. Spirit finds us and delivers our wishes. This card is in regards to discovery, certainty, travel, satisfaction, triumph, and inclusiveness. So basically what I'm getting at the root of this acquaintanceship, as one door closes with the death card, another one opens. So, and this can be on both sides and not necessarily on both one end of the spectrum. Moving on with the 6 of coins, in the sacral chakra region, we have they feel like okay, with the 6 of coins, this is all about generosity, right? Giving and receiving. I call this the giving and receiving card on a financial standpoint. So with the 6 of Pentacles, sharing wealth, they feel like they given each other all that they can give. You know, it's like, I've given you this, you give me that, I received this, I received that. So they feel like there's a feeling of equal give and take, and then possibly to some degree it could lead a little trickery of one wanting to get more out of the other, possibly. Again, this is all alleged. All right, so they feel like they have each given each other equal gives each other chances, and they were able to receive whatever they have put into each other. All right, which is why it's a feeling at the root that this is the end, like no more. So at the solar plexus, we have the 9 of cups. This is a sense of emotional fulfillment in regular tarot, a sense of gratitude, self-sufficiency, luxury. And with this being a sacral chakra card in the solar plexus, there is a will of, or they feel like they can accomplish anything that they put their mind to, because they are able to intuitively create whatever they want, and it brings them unlimited abundance. Okay, so both of them have basically given each other some sort of, well, they show gratitude for one another. Let's keep it simple. I'm getting all tongue tied because I'm getting tongue tied with all this. But you see, the card is mostly red, and then of course, if you're feeling stuck with trying to figure out what is going on with the card. Of course, especially when it comes with the chakras, you just reflect back to the previous one. So due to this card is mainly in red, even though it has orange aspects and the orange surrounding, of course, it reflects back at the root. Okay. So there's a sense of completion and renewal because were able to get whatever they wanted out of each other. They were able to reap the benefits, all right, on them. Okay, so for the King of Wands in the heart chakra. Now the King of Wands is indicating hold on. It is a crown chakra card. So this is dealing with the divine source. So the King of Wands is all about the king of creative adventurer. Staying focused on higher consciousness. It is a time to collect inspired energy and ideas. And your ancestors, those in the 7th chakra energy, are aiding you in your endeavors. So this is giving me Carlos King energy. The other two is giving Kandi energy. So this is definitely like Carlos King energy because he is a Libra. Libras are associated with the heart chakra. So this this confirms what these two messages were providing him at the time with the divine intervention. So with that being said, it's all about determining that determination hides loneliness, and he needs to allow himself to be present even if it is painful, because with the King of Wands, he is an influential person, mentorship, energetic, resilient, and competitiveness, as well as fulfillment. All right, so at where their heart lies is basically they are both influential people. So as long as they stay focused and create whatever ideas come into mind, they're able to push it through and reap the benefits at all costs. Moving through with the throat chakra, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So when it comes to self-expression and communication, the Queen of Wands is like bitchy attitude, okay? Some sense of the Queen of Wands gives shrinking, violent aggressiveness, a demanding manner. But let's see what else is going on here. The Queen of Wands in reverse, it's talking about self-deception, exhaustion, recklessness, self-sabotage. So it says you may notice sadness appearing here for no visible reason. This may indicate a time when you will soon find peace through what you are creating. So in the throat chakra aspect, intuitively, there feels like intuitively somebody may be exhausted and haven't vocalized it, or they probably have vocalized it and the person is still like is trying to hold on as much as they can. So this is giving Kandi vibes to a certain degree, especially with the exhaustion standpoint. All right, and possibly self-sabotage, which just the trickery card, okay? Perfectionists, they have self-sabotaging tendencies because they want everything to be fine before everything rolls out. All right, so they can be successful. Now with the third eye chakra, we do have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Now the 7 of Cups in reverse talks about temptation, illusions, and diversity tactics. Again, the trickery card right here, the trickery card. So there's some trickery at play. So let's check that out. What it's saying about that. And this is dealing with emotions, because it's the state of emotional overwhelm. In the reverse, somebody feels entrapment, some timidness, destroyed fantasies, or realism. Okay. With that being said, the chakra message for this card is basically saying the universe is neutral and it holds no option. Emotional overwhelm comes from second guessing yourself. Dream big. So that flows back into this portion right here, with the Queen of Wands being in reverse, of the demanding and aggressive manner, which leads to destroyed fantasy and entrapment, feeling entrapment. Okay, and there's no willpower to basically push through. Okay, or no willpower to stand or to be confident, because the Queen of Wands in the upright is all about confidence. All right, so with that being said, speaking of confidence, following through with the crown chakra energy, we have the Three of Wands, and this is in the solar plexus card here. So the choices have to be made. There are choices that will have to be made. And preparation is coming forth with that end. Let's see. So with the Three of Wands, this is the card of initial thought. Basically adjusting your internal thermostat in preparation for receiving what you desire. Your future is in your own hands. Direct the emotional power discovered in the prior chakra, which is this one here. Harness the transformational energy and power of the mind without needing external validation. So that could be related to this chakra here, or since this is a solar plexus chakra, you reflect back to the sacral chakra, which will be the Six of Coins in their spread. Okay, so in other words, do not make decisions that are overly emotional. Rein in the hasty impulsions, because this card does deal with expansion, journey, vision, cooperation, luck, and magical thought. So this may be dealing with Carlos King. Okay, decisions will have to be made, or progress. There is positivity, because 3 numerically does represent positivity, collaboration, optimistic. And then at the bottom we do have an optimistic card, the Sun. All right, and this is mastering the let's see, you're learning to mastering your sense of joy and accomplishments, reaping your rewards, reaping what you have set forward, have laid out on the table. So that's what's going on energetically with Carlos King and Kandi Buruss Tucker. Like I said, there's no heart chakra cards, even though there are some heart essence, root essence in there, and there's no heart chakra cards in their spread. All right, so let's move forward to, okay, so what could Kandi be learning with this relationship or this beef with Carlos King? What is Kandi's lesson out of this situation with Carlos King? We got purpose and humor. Purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, and that's at a heart-centered standpoint. At the bottom, we have gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Okay, for Carlos King, what is Carlos King learning out of this? Learning out of this situation with Kandi. We have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And in between the card, we had peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. And death. I am learning that endings are merely beginning. And look what color it is. It has red, and it was at the root chakra. Wow. And then of course, excuse me, what are they both learning from each other? What are they both learning from each other? What are they both learning from each other? Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. At the bottom, envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Okay, so treat me no different than anybody else. But have grace. Have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. That was in front of the envy card that came out, and behind it, fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of what? Love. Okay, and this all three of these cards are like within the solar plexus and the sacral chakra. These are basically like solar plexus because the yellow factor, and then sacral chakra with the orange. So yeah, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Got it. All right, anything else? Let's see, let's get some more messages here. How can they improve? Well, let's do Kandi. How can Kandi improve? Spiritual partnership and compassion. Okay. And how can Carlos improve? It's giving these two cards is like I can still love you with no hard feelings. Physical activity for Carlos King. At the bottom of the deck, we have happy ending. So as long as he, implement a routine that involves physical activity, it'll bring him some form of happiness. And it may, as far as the physical activity, it could be involved in the type of self-expression he used with his throat chakra. I'm not talking about, sex wise, but yeah. Okay, and then how can they improve? Okay, and then far as both of them, how can this let's see, because I gotta, okay, I thought I had to sneeze, oh my gosh. All right. As far as both of them, how can they improve each other? There we go. How can they improve each other? Self-discipline. In spiritual career at the bottom. Y'all, guess what? Y'all remember me saying there's hardly any heart or root chakra cards in their spread? But it came out for them in the end, far as like together. And the heart is associated with the red, and green is associated with the heart chakra. So, self-discipline. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Self-discipline. And then let me go ahead and close out with this. Maybe reach out to a career. I mean, what is that? A life coach? Yeah, life coach, spiritual advisor, something like that. You know, like me. You know what I'm saying? What came out is Dark Night of the Soul. Recognition is at the bottom. Someone deserves to be recognized for all they do. So with the Dark of the Night Soul card, it says you are in the midst of spiritual awakening. And that's spiritual. You know what? I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. This ain't nothing but divine intervention on both ends. Because majority of their spread has spiritual cards. And what I mean by spiritual cards, I mean by cards that has the blues, the purples, the violets, the indigos, whites. Is nothing but especially with the third eye chakra cards and the crown chakra cards. So y'all, this union is basically divine intervention stepping in. There's a spiritual awakening happening amongst both of them as an individual, as well as the relationship with each other is nothing but divine intervention. And that's why the Death card was at the root, as well as the World card, because renewal. This is definitely spiritual awakening happening, unfolding before our eyes. So that's all I have for you, for everyone, for this reading for Carlos King and Kandi Buruss Tucker. Feel free to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what you think about this message. And if you want to book a reading with me, of course, you can scan the QR codes at the end of the video, or visit my my website, www.honeysoulchildbottega.com, and book your reading there, or for like a fresh start reading. That's how I name it, fresh start reading. And I believe it's the fresh start, because I have an ancestral analysis as well, chakra analysis on the ancestral standpoint. But definitely the fresh start reading. This is the readings that I do for celebrities. Is basically the format of it's just a gist on what I do for the chakra analysis reading, what steps could be taken forward to get in alignment and have a fresh start on your journey. You know, whether it's self-discovery, self-love, all that other aspects. But if you like a book a session with me, of course, head on over to www.honeysoulchildbottega.com. Okay. And check out my podcast, So Holistic. Okay. That is going on Spotify right now. It'll be available to other streaming platforms as soon as I can get over this cold. I'm on the after effects of it. But other than that, just feel free to tune in for it or just wait for a notification to happen. To all the subscribers who have subscribed to my channel so far, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, my channel is growing and I love it. I extend nothing but gratitude to you all, and I thank you for the ones who tune back in to see what the energies are looking like, not only on a weekly basis, but also on an ancestral standpoint, on a lunar cycle standpoint, and then of course to see what the celebs are doing energetically, what their energies are looking like, energetical wise. But enough of my rambling. I'll catch you guys in the next reading. So be the light, and always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself.